Remember this cow? Cow 300? She had a seriously sore front left foot, and that was the one we concentrated on, but she also had 2 very sore back feet. Well, guess who's in the crush? It's cow number 300, and this is the Hoof GP. Because I film these cows and promise you guys recurring visits, it puts a bit of pressure on me, you know. I've no idea how this cow's walking. I didn't see her walk up the race, but I've got my fingers crossed that her feet are looking better than they were last time. If you can't remember cow 300, this is what she was like in the first video.
This is cow 300's foot just 4 weeks ago, and I'm Mrs. HGP. Graham literally can't speak right now, so he's asked me to fill in for him. This girl's foot didn't look all that bad to begin with, but she was unbelievably lame. And as you can see, Graham found a huge, hidden, pus-filled cavity, so he glued on a wooden block and ended up removing almost the whole sole from her foot. I'm cringing watching this, and no, Graham is too. Once he was finished the trim, he sprayed it with iodine and wrapped her foot with salicylic acid. Let's hope it helped her and she's doing better now, because when she left the crush, I felt awful for her.
Now that our memories are refreshed, let's get her in the air and see how her feet look today.
Don't wanna care about them, though it hurts so bad.
Okay, so if we compare this foot now to how it was in the first video, I'm sure we can see a pretty dramatic change. But those of you who have keen eyes and a good memory will realise the block has now disappeared. That doesn't mean BoviBond's terrible. All glues can lose blocks at some point. These are huge animals walking around on concrete with trips and slips and slats and all sorts of things to catch those blocks and rip them off. Luckily for us though, she is still recovering.
Whenever I watch Graham's videos, I'm watching them with a bit of a lump in my throat, hoping that the feet are okay. But when it comes to a recheck video, that lump becomes a knot in my stomach. I'm almost praying that he's made a difference and that the problem's healing up. And I'm glad to say that in this one, it seems to be doing really well.
We'll just quickly slap a block on that, like that. So clearly, this is miles better than it was last time. This part of our corium is still open, but as you can see, the hoof horn is starting to form, and this is nice, healthy, pink corium. That's not dermatitis. So all we're going to do is treat it topically without a bandage, because there's no dermatitis to kill, and pray and hope that this does completely heal.
When Graham moves on to her first back foot, I remember she had a hole in the heel of her foot. But just like you, I can see it's doing well now. Unfortunately though, that's not the case for the foot he's about to trim.
That one too has completely healed, which is good. And if we just compare this one to this one, you'll notice a huge difference. The last foot's not so good though. As you can see, this is clearly still open and requires more work.
Clearly there's a big lump of corium still sticking out of her foot. I know they're really hard to heal, so hopefully with a bit of perseverance from Graham, this cow will be able to walk more comfortably. Graham does everything he can for these girls, and I've got my fingers crossed that this one will pull through.
Watch my helmet. Are you looking at my helmet as well, Darren? Just touching this is making the crimson stuff appear. And you can see it's sticking right out, which is a real problem for her. We're just going to reduce the height of this lateral claw to give her more relief from this problem and let the block do its thing. When you put last time's trim next to this time's trim, there's barely any difference,
But like I said, with perseverance and rechecks, this cow will hopefully be comfortable again.
Now what we're going to do is douse this whole lesion with loads of iodine and embryonics paste, wrap it up and hope that shrinks away to nothing. This strange creature is what's known as a craigie boy. This is its natural habitat. Just give this. You're welcome. Not perfect by any means, but she's well on the way to recovery, and that front left foot is miles better than it was just 4 weeks ago. Guys, this was the Hoof GP. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribed, or I'll come round and... Nah, just subscribe. Cheers, bye.